Just to make it as difficult as possible for James on sound, we're going to interweave our songs, and we've covered the stage in accoutrements. Oh, you're going to, yeah, you're going to, right. There'll be a lot. So don't write funny banter really, just talk shit quite a lot. So just going to do more musical stuff than talking. Sorry, my head's What were you going to reveal? So normally I have to hold my own head, but Emily's going to do it tonight, so I feel like a right diva. So I'm going to start with one of my songs. I'm going to dedicate this to Stacey, who I believe has spent the sweltering bank holiday weekend proofreading a 17,000-word dissertation about FIFA and the constitution of FIFA. Not one she wrote herself either, so I thought she might like to hear a football-related song tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
Of course you would.
It's also, I don't know, probably a song about fallen heroes. That's probably what it's about. So here we go. It's called Gary Vinegar. Oh, Gary Lineker, I always saw you as a winner, sir, till you started selling salt and vinegar, which I found rather sinister. Oh, Gary Lineker, such an outstanding fellow. You never once got a yellow card at club level or in your 80 internationals, so I find this quite irrational, unwishable and unnutritional. Your moral code, it never could be faulted until you sold your soul for Eddie's salted. So help me, Gary, please solve this conundrum. How did you go from football hero to peddling cheese and onion? Oh, Gary Lineker, I bet your children never finish their dinner, sir. Living in a household full of packs of saturated fat-filled snacks. Those are the facts, Gary Lineker. You were the soccer sweetheart of the nation, till your fans you did forsake for smoky bacon. So tell me, Gary, what's your motivation to endorse Worcester sauce with evident elation? Take heed, Gary Lineker, your former teammates aren't getting any thinner, sir. Glenn Hoddle Waddles and Chris Waddle's grown oh so wide, and Gazza might still be alive if not for the pull of sour cream and chive. Tell me why, Gary Lineker, why? Oh, tell me why, Gary Lineker, why? And if you hadn't guessed, there were 3 heads because I'm my own barbershop quartet, just in case you thought that was something a bit weird.
Tough act to follow, Nicky, Bray. Yeah, as you can see, I don't actually play the ukulele. This is the only thing I play on the ukulele. And I actually wrote it for one of Nicky's Tower of Song nights. Basically, all you need to know to understand it is that my usual songs are pretty indulgent and overcomplicated for no reason other than that's just what I do. Anyway, this is, you'll see what it is. I tried to give it up, I tried to cut it back. Yes, I tried to quit, but in self-restraint I lack. It holds me back from being who I'm meant to be, and it only alienates me from my friends and family. It's true. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords from now on. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords. So far I'm only on 2. I think I'm doing pretty well, so come on, validate me, won't you? Holding back the urge to play a 7th or a 4th. So I think I've solved my problem. Yes, I must have found the cure. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords from now on. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords. Now we are only on 3. Why does everything on ukulele sound so fucking happy? I'm trying to clear my soul out here, but with this cheerful strumming pattern it all sounds so insincere. I never found the magic in simplicity. No 3 chords and the truth just never fitted me. So if I don't change the sequence from the chorus to the verse, I find that everything I write just starts to sound like Ollie Murs. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords from now on. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords. Now I'm on 4.5. At least it's still pretty simple. No, it's hardly avant-garde. Maybe now they'll play me on the radio. Perhaps they will prefer my stripped-back audio. And in years gone by I would have hit you with a key change right about now. But I'm a new woman. So now my biggest fear is sounding like Ed Sheeran. So I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords from now on. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords. I've always hated audience participation, and I never wrote a song that anyone could sing along to. But I feel that I should make the most of my new situation. So I hate to say it, but join in with the chorus if you want to. I totally wouldn't, but I mean, please do. 1, 2, 3, 4. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords from now on. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords from now on. I put too many chords in my songs. I'm only gonna use 4 chords. I'm only gonna use. I'm only gonna use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, not loads of cool. I haven't even brought an instrument tonight. Well, this is an instrument. This is like welcome to the future if you live in the 80s. This is a Yamaha QY20 sequencer from the 90s, early 90s, I believe, exactly. I used to be in a band that used this, but we had to get 3 because you could only fit like 8 songs on them, and like then we split up. It was fine. We only did 3. That's it. 3 sequences, end of story. So yeah. So this is the educational sequence of the musical interlude. So some of you may have heard the kind of I don't know, the mother's what do you call it? The old mother's tale.
Old wives' tale.
Old wives' tale. Yeah, it's all sexist anyway. About if you swallow an apple seed, it grows into an apple tree. Total bullshit. This is what really happens. This is my rap, because look at me. Obviously, I have a rap. There will be some audience participation, so thanks for warming them up. Emily was my fluffer, how's good? Have you heard about the girl who swallowed an apple seed and started to produce apple juice each time she peed? It was clear something weird was happening inside her. Her parents were aggrieved but relieved it wasn't cider. The doctors perplexed could detect nothing amiss, and they took so many samples they were just taking the piss. Now most girls in her position would be feeling quite resentful, but she saw her condition as one which had potential. When she gave a glass to an unsuspecting neighbour. Turned out that he savoured the flavour. Want a game changer? Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. You'll be singing this later. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Spurred on by this discovery, utterly monumental, she started to explore and be more experimental. And after several hours of aerobic exercise, she found she had the powers to pass pure apple ties. And then she went full throttle and set herself the target to sell it by the bottle at Oddly Farmers Market. The success was in excess of her wildest dreams, and soon people were queuing for a taste of her sweet, sweet stream. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Everybody! Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. All this mystery elixir news to travel far. By summer it was being sipped in every hipster bar. By the posers drinking apple mimosas. And wait, what's that on the shelves in Waitrose? Then one morning she awoke, and knew deep in her core that something had changed, rearranged. Her apple days were no more. It was time to leave her childish shine behind. She was becoming a woman with a taste more refined. Every end brings a chance to start afresh, to strip away old peel, to reveal new flesh. But market dominance was still within reach, cause the juice she was producing now was elderflower and peach. That's some popular shit right there, yo. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. I can't hear you. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. Keep going, I've got some rap left. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. She's probably unique. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. 12 litres a week. Let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. If you call her a freak, let me introduce the girl who urinates apple juice. She'll just turn the other cheek. Thank you.
I'm gonna let this song tell its own story, and I might explain some more afterwards to clarify a few things. But let's just say, you just realised what it's about.
It's so new, I haven't heard this.
Let's just say I've just got out of a bit of a weird situation with my lettings agent, and yeah, I kind of got the wrong idea. It's called Loretta. Oh, Loretta, it started so well. I found a rat inside my flat and asked your staff to help me trap it. Oh, Loretta, it seemed you lacked personnel. So I said to the amateur, can I speak to the manager? I didn't know that she would hate me from the moment we locked eyes. She was so unwilling to try and listen or to compromise. I can only assume her views on customer service are different to mine. She fixed me with an icy stare that gave me shivers down my spine. Oh, Loretta, no, it didn't get better. I only wanted pest control, but then you made it personal. criminal, oh Loretta, you have started a war where the only weapons we can use are email chains, 1-star reviews. At 9 p.m. on Friday night my phone went off when I was lying in the bath to try and gather my thoughts. I have a feeling that, oh, you knew exactly where I was, and you engage in late night office talk because it gets you off. Oh Loretta, now I'm starting to get you. Was so wrapped up in my finances I hadn't noticed your advances. Oh Loretta, I'm embarrassed to say, when you requested an inspection I covered my big red complexion. I thought the way my heart was beating was linked to our legal proceedings, but Loretta, it's something more. A new obsession has begun. Will someone call the ombudsman? Loretta, what have we done? She accused me of harassment just to test my limits. I wasn't a toad, I knew that her intentions were explicit. She began to insist that all communication be by letter. Well, if she likes to do it old school, then the more drawn out the better. Oh, Loretta, I'm at the end of my tether. You never answer my requests. It feels like I've been repossessed. And Loretta, I imagine our future together. Come on and fix my creaky floorboard. I promise I won't tell the landlord. I'd compliment your bedside manner. We'd watch Holmes under the hammer. Loretta, we could be friends. I hear you're married, doesn't matter, I'd still climb your property ladder. But Loretta, maybe I'm destined to rent. So I turned up at her door to see if she was ready, and I can see from here she's got a sizable 3-bed semi. I got us a bottle of wine, thought we could get a little tipsy, but she went to call the police and then threatened to evict me. Oh, Loretta, seems I misread the situation. They questioned me down at the station. Oh Loretta, why'd you start a vendetta? It only served as provocation, resulting in my relocation. Forget the rodents, leave them be. See, I could use the company. Loretta, I'll risk the disease. The only poison you provided was that of feelings unrequited. And Loretta, you did it with ease. I read the Landlord-Tenants Act, should still get my deposit back. Loretta. Now I'm the love rat. Maybe want to clarify absolutely nothing, actually. I'll just leave it hanging. Yeah. Wonder forever.
See, I knew the real life story part of that.
Oh, it's a real life story.
Okay, yeah, of course it is. Is that a real name?
It is actually. It's too good a name not to write a song about. Rhymes with so much.
Stacey, this will be going on the Instagram, just to check.
I'll be posting it, I need the likes.
Right then, so we were just going to do a couple of songs each, and then today I just WhatsApped Emily, because I'm right with the kids, and said, oh, you know that song we did once together months ago that we couldn't really play then? Should we do it again tonight? So yeah, so we're going to do it again tonight. Oh, I kind of want it to end there. That's what Loretta said. So this one's called Teenage Hot Dog. It's about crap summer jobs, really. Yeah,
Kazoo's fallen off its necktie. So.
Oh, yeah. So the reason Emily has a kazoo, like there needs to be a reason. I'm sure we all have kazoos. I've got a couple. We're also a bit of a shameless plug for it, but it's for charity. That's fine. We're 2/3 of an all-female guitarless Queen tribute act called Where's Brian? And instead of guitar solos, we have Emily on piano and a bit of kazoo and stuff. So we've got a charity gig at the end of September with other stuff going on. There's flyers at the door, so come and see us then. The other third is my tiny mathematical sister, so job done. Right, teenage hot dog.
I also thought Nicky was going to be playing guitar, so I feel very exposed. Never mind.
We'll leave you to do all the instruments on this.
Very sweaty thing.
This is kind of a song that's meant to be in status quo style, even though I don't really like status quo, so there you go.
Diss the quote.
You
can totally diss them. You can totally diss them.
They're no children of Bodom, are they? Come on. Finance were tight and pocket money never was an automatic right. So come the summer holidays, there was no time for enjoyment. If I wanted to buy rock records, I was gonna need employment. And there in the job section of the classified said opportunity in advertising, uniform supplied. Turned up bright and early to show I was their striker. Saw a man in a fast food band who might be dressed up as a cheeseburger. I seem to be singing in a different language. I'm not sure. Standing on the street in the summer heat in a costume that was hot as hell. Standing on the street impersonating meat. By lunchtime I was starting to smell. I told my boss the need to take a break wasn't cute, and he just handed me a hot dog suit. I was a teenage hot dog. I'll always remember being a teenage hot dog. From July to September as a teenage hot dog. Life can be cruel. I've never been so keen to go back to school. By Tuesday I was woozy and my head started to drop. It was not what I'd expected from an advertising job. I was ridiculed by kids from school, which left me feeling flustered. Someone from the football team squirted me with mustard. I was pursued and badly chewed by a Labrador called Reggie. My boyfriend dumped me cause he was veggie. I was a teenage hot dog. I always remember being a teenage hot dog. From July to September as a teenage hot dog. Life can be cruel. I've never been so keen to go back to school. So long! Word to the wise, take my advice to avoid the same disaster. Spend your summer stacking shells in Asda. Not as a teenage. Always remember being a teenage hot dog. July to September as a teenage hot dog. Life can be cruel. I've never been so keen. No, I've never been so keen. Yeah, I've never been so keen to go back to school.